for the Art Print Store. Now I'm going to click on it, and this will take me to it. And this is the go-to place for products that are fulfilled automatically by our vendors. Now this page inherits its options from the fulfillment vendor, such as various different print sizes, different print mediums or materials, backing choices, style finishers, and also framing options. So let's go over the process of uploading several images to our Art Print Store. Now there are two ways we can go about this. We have the drag and drop functionality here, this whole area. So what you guys can do is simply grab an image or a folder of images from your computer or Mac and simply drag them over here and drop them in this area. Now this will initiate the uploading process. Alternatively, we have the more standard traditional way of uploading images by clicking on the Add Products button here. And this will open Explorer on PC or Finder on Mac, where you guys can locate your files. Now, to select the file I want to upload, I want to click on it and click on Open. If you want to select multiple files, on my Windows machine, I'll hold Control. On your Mac, you would hold Command. Now I want to select 3 images here, 4 rather, and click on Open. Now this starts the uploading process. Now during this process, the site will analyze the image file you're uploading for its resolution and aspect ratio. And based on that, it will offer you a list of sizes that this particular file can be printed on. Now here is a crucial point to remember. The quality of your uploaded files significantly impacts the quality of your prints. This is why we stress the importance of using high-resolution, professionally photographed or scanned images on your Art Print Store. Speaking of which, here are the specifications that your image needs to meet. Now, supported file formats are JPEG, TIFF, and PNG. Files should be under 100 megabytes in size, and files should be under 200 megapixels for resolution. When we translate that to pixels, that's about 14,000 by 14,000 on a square image. Files should be 8-bit RGB files, and embedded color space should be either sRGB or Adobe RGB. Now this is sometimes called a color profile. Now both ways work. So color space or color profile needs to be sRGB or Adobe RGB. Now once we got our images uploaded here, you guys will notice that they will appear in this section here in the folder called None. If I want to add a new folder, I can simply click here and add a folder. And folders are usually just a way for you guys to internally organize your images. If I want to move an image to a folder, I can just drag and drop it into a folder here. Now you guys will also notice the Edit button on every one of these prints. So let me just show you what that does. So you click on the Edit button and you're taken to the back end of one of the products. Now this is where you guys can determine different information about this specific product. So name, item code, search keywords, artist name. Is this product going to be used for Copilot or not? The switch is here. This switch essentially means that the Copilot team will consider it when posts for your Copilot are generated. If no is selected, then you will never see this image appear in any of your Copilot posts or emails. Let's keep it to yes. Short description and long description are here as well. Social media descriptions, short descriptions for catalog are also here. Now, once you've done all of the changes on this page, make sure to hit the save button here so none of it is missed. Now here I can also determine available sizes for my product. Now you guys will see here that the product comes with a variety of sizes, and all you guys need to do is turn on or off sizes that you wish or don't wish to appear on the site. So let's just go ahead and enable them like so. Now once I'm happy with the sizes I've selected, again, remember to click on the save button. Available media is here as well, and this is where you can determine the media selection per product. Now remember, your art print store also has the master switch, where you can do this in a bulk. But in the event where you have a product where the product itself will work better on one medium versus another, this is where you can do it on a product level. Now merch is also here, and you can do the same thing here. And again, we have the master switch in our store where we can determine merch options for every product. But again, we have the individual selection as well if needed. Merge tab is also important because of the lock image position feature. Now what I can do is I can click on the lock image position and predetermine how this image will look on any of these merged items. I'll lock that variant in place, and that will be the only purchasable variant in the front end of my site. Now once we are done editing our product, I want to click on save one more time, and we can go back to the warehouse and display this product in the customer facing end of the website, or as we call it, the front end of the website. Again, on the products tab, I just want to scroll down till I find my bamboo here, select it, click on display selected on the website, and determine in which product gallery this product will be displayed at. So I will select bestsellers and, for example, limited editions, and update this product here. And now you guys will see bamboo appear in bestsellers and limited editions. Next, we have the standard store. Now, this is a store where you will be creating products that you will produce and ship yourself, or as we call them, the self-fulfilled products. So we want to circle back to our Pages tab and locate our standard store. Again, it's usually in the standalone Pages section. There we go. You're looking for the standard store. Now, mine is labeled Originals Warehouse. Your page name might be different, but in any case, you're looking for a standard store. If I click on the Originals Warehouse, that takes me inside. And first thing that you will notice is that the product creation process is a little bit different. Now, this is because Standard Store offers you a bit more flexibility when it comes to product creation. Here, you can upload, for example, multiple images for a single product, showcase a product from different angles, define different product options, and much, much more. So let's go ahead and create an original painting product in the Standard Store. First thing I want to do, of course, is click on the Add Product button. And this takes me to the product creation page. And the first question I'm asked here is, what type of product do I want to create? And I want to make sure that I have selected the original art product here, since that's what we're creating. Name of the product can be Presentation Painting 1. Of course, you would put the name of your piece here. And how many products do you want to create is a quantity field that will let us determine how many original products we want to create at the same time. This is useful if you're uploading your paintings in a bulk. You have multiple pieces that you're uploading at once. This is where you need to enter that number. You can also pre-upload some of the photos in this section here by clicking on the Add Photos, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to save this and move on with the product creation. Now, after we click Save, you will see the green banner appear above your site name that says your product has been created. Now in here, if you scroll down a little bit, you guys will notice that we don't have any images yet, so let's add those. I want to click on Add Photos here, and again, this is where I can upload multiple images of the same product. So let's just select all of these, click on Open, and give it a second to upload. Now once all of the images are uploaded, they are going to appear in the Product Photos section, where I can then determine which image will be the thumbnail. I do that by simple drag and drop to the first slot, and you always want the frontal shot to be the thumbnail with different images showcasing the side and the back and the rotation here. Once I've made the changes, I want to make sure to click on the Save button so that they are saved and move on with the editing of my product. Now here, I can fill in the name, quantity, artist name, item code, size, and other info for my product. So let's go with the size. This is a pretty small piece, so I'm just gonna give it 8 by 8 size. Again, use for Copilot, yes or no. Same thing as on the print side of things. Short and long description fields are here as well. Social media description, short description for a catalog, but one of the most important fields in here is the price field. So in here, I need to hand add what the price of this piece is going to be. So I'm just gonna go $500. Search keywords are added in this field here, shipping weight as well. And once all of these fields are done and I'm satisfied with the changes, I'm gonna click on save to make sure that all of those options are saved. So now that my product is ready, I can go back to my store page, find it in my image rotation, and make sure that it's presented in one of my product galleries. So there we go. I'm going to click here, display selected on your website, make sure I select the galleries that I want this to appear in, and click on the update button. And now my original piece is ready to be presented on the front end or customer facing end of my site. Now it's time to go over the pricing and the payment flow. Now, since pricing for self-fulfilled products is rather straightforward, as we've seen, we'll focus on pricing for art print products and go over the payment flow for fulfillment orders. To start, we need to circle back to our art print store. So I'm going to go back to my Pages tab of the Site Manager, scroll down to the standalone pages, and find my art print store. Now, as I mentioned before, Art Print Store is the page that is connected to the vendor, and as such inherits all the sizes, mediums, style finishers, print options, and frames from the vendor your site is connected to. This is also true for the wholesale prices of those options. And if we go to the Pricing tab and then click on Manage Your Art Print Markups, you will see a page where you can determine prices for your print products. Now, print prices are determined by two parameters. One, the wholesale price, which is set by the vendor, and two, your markups on the wholesale price, which are set by you. Now, those two then make what is called a retail cost, or the price that shows on your website and that your customers pay. So on this page, if I want to select any of the mediums here, if I just click on either one of these tabs, you guys will see the pricing matrix populate on the right side. Now here, we have the total cost, which signifies the wholesale cost of this particular medium. We are talking about the Mitsubishi Photo Luster, and different style finishers, of course, add on to the price. Now, since our medium markup here is 250%, this is the added price, and then your price is actually the retail price or the price that's shown on your site. Now let's take a moment to discuss the payment flow for orders that are fulfilled by your vendor. At the moment of placing the order, the full sum or the retail cost is deposited to your payment merchant's account, which can be Stripe or Authorize for card payments or PayPal for PayPal payments. At the same time, the card you have connected to your site on file is charged for the cost of production or wholesale cost of the purchased print. Now, these funds are then reimbursed to you when you withdraw the retail cost from your payment merchant's account. Now, it is also important to note that the site has a feature that's called Delay Vendor Purchase, which allows you to put a delay on charging of your card to complete this order. Now, this delay can be up to 5 days, and it will allow you some time to withdraw funds from your merchant account before your card is being charged for the wholesale amount. Now, of course, this feature is not something we would recommend for the simple reason of putting a delay on the whole fulfillment process and making your customer wait a bit more, but it's important to note that this feature is there and you guys can use it as needed. Now, Now, in the last step of today's presentation, I wanted to walk you guys through the orders page and show you all of the features we have for you there. So let's go right on ahead. I want to click on the Jump to tool here and select the second item in the drop-down, Orders. Now this will take me directly to the Orders page, and there is a lot to it, so let's just break it down. On the All Orders tab, I will see all of the orders from my site displayed. Now these include fulfillment orders, self-made orders, and self-fulfilled orders. Now, if I wanted to place an order as a site owner from the back end of my site to my fulfillment vendor, I can do so from this page here. I want to click on the self-made orders section, and this will allow me to create a new order in which I can select the item, select the mediums, select all of the settings, and place that order to my fulfillment vendor at a wholesale cost. Now, there are few reasons why you would want to do that. For example, you want a sample print of a new medium, you want to see how your art looks like when it's printed, so you order a small sample of the piece. You have a live show coming up and you want to stock up on prints for that show. This is where you can do it. So let me just quickly walk you through the process of placing a self-made order, and the full details are of course going to be in our support article in the chat. So let's click on a new order here, and this will open a new order creation page. Now, on every one of your websites, you want to make sure that you have a contact of yourself that has a wholesale buying ability. I'm going to search for mine, and I believe this is the one. Yep. So in the right side of this page, you guys will see order summary. Now this is where your order will be generated as you guys are going through all of these items here, like the shipping address, billing address, items, shipping method, review and pay. The order summary page will be populated. Now, again, all of the details regarding self-made orders, wholesale orders, and the entire feature are going to be in the chat in the article that is provided there. But now let's circle back to the All Orders tab, as I wanted to walk you guys through the order breakdown and show you guys where you can see all of the details pertaining to one of the orders. So if you scroll down here, you guys will notice that every single order has its number. Now, if you click on the number, this will open up the back-end page of that order. Now, in the back-end page of the order, you guys have a lot to go through. Now, in the first section, we can see the payment method, what was the payment page, date, and order number. Moving down, we have the customer info with email, phone number, and on the right side, we have the shipping address. Shipping label comes after with the vendor order number. We got fulfilled by fulfillment vendor, in this case, pay photo. We have a shipping method, shipping status, which will be updated as the order progresses, payment status, and shipping amount. Now, scrolling down, we have the item itself. Now, a disclaimer, this is a test order on a test site, so it might not have all of the info that a regular order would have. So in here, we have attributes of the order, which are essentially what was ordered in terms of medium, style, frame, etc. So we got Fuji matte photo paper on 18 by 23 with just a print, borderless, style finish. One print was ordered with a unit price of 21, which then totals again to $21. Moving down, we have the subtotal, tax, if applicable, will be shown here. Shipping was selected as standard shipping, so that's $5.99, and we have $26.99 as the total price once shipping and taxes are added. Right below there, we have the profit breakdown, which will give me a full breakdown of this order. So I have the subtotal, then I got total fulfillment production costs. Again, a disclaimer, this is a test order, so it's not representative of the real profit. Net profit margin from products, we have order discount, total transaction fees, Again, profit after those are applied. And then we have net earnings after shipping and net earnings after shipping and taxes. So it's all broken down in a very straightforward way, and you guys can determine what was your profit from this particular order. And with that, we're going to conclude our presentation. I hope you guys have enjoyed and have a much clearer understanding of our storefronts and everything that we have to offer to help you grow your business. We are going to open up the floor for a live Q&A session where you can ask any questions, seek any additional clarifications, or just share your thoughts. Myself and our team will do our very best to provide you with the best possible guidance. Okay, everybody, we are now back live. So put this out of the way. There we go. Okay. Right, so we are going to open up the Q&A session right now. So again, if you guys have a question and you would like to ask it live, all you need to do is locate the raise hand button. Currently it's located in the reactions button in the bottom menu bar. If you're on a phone or a tablet, it should be on the right side. There's like 3 vertical dots that you can tap on, and there you should see it. John, can you just resend that screenshot, please? With the there you go. Thanks, man. All right, so we've got Zoom user. I'm sorry, I only see Zoom user here, but you're the icebreaker today.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, Marco.
Hi.
This is Carolyn Wallabill.
Hey, Carolyn.
And the first question I have is my integration between Facebook and Instagram seems to be disconnected.
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
there was there was a meta update that resulted in a bug on their side, which then resulted in them saying it's not a bug, it's a feature, which resulted in us having to redo the whole integration today, and resulted in all the or most of the social media being disconnected. So all you need to do is just reconnect them back together, and to Copilot, and everything should be working fine. I am going to send you a video on how you can do that right now. So this all just happened yesterday. It was this whole mess.
Okay.
Probably missed we did an email announcement, but you probably missed it.
I think I heard it, but I wasn't sure it had to do with what happened with my system. But I was hoping
So
someone
you
could look at it.
Yeah, we can definitely take a look at it. So, just to reiterate, the social media accounts were disconnected, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I know this is not a Copilot session, but for me it affects Copilot.
No, 100%, 100%, no problem at all. So, we'll have somebody give you a call right now to help you reconnect those.
Okay,
But yeah, so it's probably because of the meta issue that we've had, which should be resolved right now, and all you need to do is reconnect those, but we'll have somebody on a call with you.
Okay, great. And also, apparently my profile has been stolen, I think was the word that was used. On Facebook, I have Facebook, personal and business, and then Instagram. And they all have different images. One is a drawing, the other one is this photograph, and the other one is the same, almost the same photograph, but a slightly different one. Anyway, the drawing one was copied by someone posing as me or something. I'm not sure.
What do you mean copied by someone?
Someone else was using my image. The drawing with my face.
An artist?
Could be, or it could be just some scammer or something. I'm not sure.
Okay, we'll take a look at that. Yeah, on the call, when we call you, make sure to mention that to the agent.
Okay.
Guys, here is a video on how to connect your Copilot. There is an extra step in there from when you've done it previously. Nothing major, it's just another box you gotta tick. That's the new meta update. So I've posted the video for you guys in the chat. Belzini, I see you have that question. Sarah also. And there you go. So the video, the Loom link is actually the video instructions how you can do it. But can you just, sorry, Carolyn, can you just give me your first and last name so we can pull up your
Sure.
account?
It's Carolyn Walega, Walega. And just another quick question, if you don't mind, Marco.
No
I
problem.
know you went over how to, look at what's going on in orders. I've been
Mhm.
trying to find, and I found it before, but I can't find it now for this new client. Is the tracking number.
So when was the order placed? Maybe it's not shipped yet.
No, it says shipped. It
Oh,
does say
okay.
shipped. And it's order
Let me
1016.
All right, let me pull it up real quick for me. You said 1016?
I believe so, for Nancy Atwell.
I'm just pulling it up. Let me just share my screen so. Oh. So you can see where this is. Okay, here we go. So 1016 Nancy Atwell. So usually the tracking link gets added here. Your tracking number is this one here.
Uh-huh.
So once you do have it, you go to UPS tracking, and you paste in the tracking number. Sometimes this Google embedded does not work. You can go to their site if it doesn't. Let's see.
But you found the number on my site?
Yeah. So you go to the order, you open up the orders back end,
Uh-huh.
and you just go down to this order history section.
Oh.
Kind of has a lot of jumbled info, but it's the green stuff that you're looking at.
Uh-huh.
One item was shipped. There was only one item, so you're good. Because sometimes they'll ship, like if it's an acrylic and a paper print, they'll ship the paper print first, and then because acrylic takes a little longer to create. And then you will have two different tracking numbers, but in this case, it's just one. So this is the number. Like I said, you go to the UPS, and you can track it. They just created a label, so I'm going to send this link over to you.
And there's no extra charge for that?
For what?
For UPS tracking?
No, it's all included. All right, chat. There you go. I just send you a direct link to this, so you can track the order, send it over to the customer, whatever you need to do. Your customer also gotten this update, by the way.
Oh, she would have? Oh, good.
Yeah, they do get those updates via email. But sometimes they might end up in spam or they might miss them otherwise. But in any case, that section of the order page is where they will populate every single time, right? And if if in the unlikely event where you don't see the tracking number and the order has been shipped, always reach out to our fulfillment team, and we'll make sure to update that and send you the correct number in there.
Well, thank you. Because I told her I would send it, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, just copy paste the link I just sent you in a direct message in the chat, and you should be good.
Now I'm seeing on my screen AI companion is using the conversation transcript.
No, that's then yeah, you can just ignore that. I turned it off. I clicked on that button accidentally.
It says either leave meeting or okay.
Yeah, just okay. I wanted to click on the screen share, but clicked on AI companion instead. It's off, by the way. Don't worry.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you, Carolyn.
Have a good day.
You too. All right. John, you good with Caroline? With the call and everything?
Yeah, we'll schedule for
Okay.
it. Same with the
Okay.
Zoom if it says the Zoom is supposed to.
You're breaking up for me, man. Yeah, just send me a message. Yeah, that's fine. All right, Jeff, you're up next. And then we have Angela. Hey, Jeff.
Good morning. I'm new to ASF and I'm really excited,
Cool.
and I got a lot of bandwidth. The majority of my photography is on the water, and it's pretty epic and beautiful and perfect for a nice niche. But I've been photographing for 60 years. I worked with Ansel Adams when I was 17, so it's pretty cool that I'm jumping in finally at 65. And so I just wanted to welcome myself to ASF and to meet you all and to share, my backstory. I was curious because I'm listening for the first time today to this blog, and I'm curious as to the wholesale price cost. It seems like extra steps from what I'm used to. Does it not make sense to build this into the price of the print instead of my bank having to take money out of my bank and then coming to you and pay the wholesale price? And doesn't it all come from the client? And it's all done in the back, because when I work with Zen Folio for 20 years and I do iPics, I never see or have to do anything myself. I just get an order and then I get paid.
Yeah. Yeah, so the difference here, there's actually two main differences that don't make that system possible. Number one is that in here, you own your business. You are the business owner. All the revenue goes directly to you. All the costs associated with the business are yours as well, right? So there are these marketplace websites out there like Fine Art America, Zenfolio, and stuff like that that kind of take care of that for you and just give you your cut, right? So they take the money and give you their cut. They
Sure.
give you your cut.
Sure.
We don't do it that way. So you get the whole bulk amount of the order, and then the wholesale amount is taken out. So you are the sole owner of your business. Everything on the site, everything associated with the business is yours. All the contacts or the followers, everything is yours. So you're building yourself up as an independent business owner,
So if,
independent artist,
in
selling
fact,
their own
if
art
in
with all the pros and cons.
in
Right?
fact, thank you so much. In fact, if somebody makes a $2,000 order, do I have to have that money at hand for the wholesale?
No. So if somebody would make a wholesale order, here's how the process works.
I mean, not a
So
wholesale
if
order, but just an order period, like a $2,000
oh, right. Yeah.
order.
So every order, a $2,000 order depends on, of course, what was ordered, but it would have its wholesale cost that would be charged from the card that you have on file when the order is placed. Now, the reason this is the second reason why the system is different, it's because the funds from the order, the $2,000 in this example, go directly to your bank account. And there is a few days lag time while the funds are being processed. On Stripe, for example, Stripe will process them either on Tuesday or Friday. So if your order gets there on Wednesday, you gotta wait for 2 days until those funds are cleared, right? This is just a standard procedure for an online payment processor, which would then introduce a delay in order fulfillment process. Now you do have the option of adding this delay. You can say, okay, I don't want the fulfillment order to go out until I withdraw my money from the order from the Stripe, right? And you can introduce that kind of delay, but that introduces a delay in the fulfillment process.
So what is the
kind of
most respectable and responsible workflow for selling
So
for selling a
yeah,
print?
usually 100%. So usually the fulfillment costs are not that expensive, right? Fulfillment costs, especially in the beginning while you're just kind of getting started, right? Unless of course somebody orders like a $5,000 acrylic, right? Which would cost like I don't know $500 on a wholesale,
Sure,
right?
sure.
In that case, even if funds are not available on your card at the moment, if the charge is not possible for whatever reason, the system will then introduce that delay automatically.
Okay.
So until you kind of make those funds available on your card, the order will not go through. So that's like a protection system
So
that's put
what
in
do
place
most
for
people what do
5,000
most
card.
people do? Do they have a special ATM card affiliated
Yeah,
with your
something like a
side,
credit card.
or is
Yeah.
it just a credit card that I put aside just for this project?
Hmm. Yeah, usually it's a credit card that they're using. Because of
Because I don't want to
variety
pay
of
twenty
different
percent on
amounts.
a credit card for payments, but I guess
Yeah,
what is
but
it? What is
you can return that, right?
so what does it take to get fulfillment to me? Once the delay happens, once I pay for the iPix or the printer to print that and they ship it
Hmm.
and everything's done, when do I get fulfilled and be able to pay off my
Right.
credit card?
So that will usually happen, like I said, either on Tuesday or on Friday.
Okay.
That's those are the 2 days where Stripe, the payment processor that most people use, processes funds. Right, the first transaction can take around a week to 10 days sometimes because they got to do a background check.
Oh, you
But
mean the
every
very first
single
one?
the very first one, the
Okay,
very
I
first one,
appreciate that.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's just a heads up. But every following one, once they do the check, every following one will either be processed on Tuesday or on Friday. So
That's from Stripe,
hypothetically,
Tuesdays and
that's from
Fridays.
Stripe,
And
exactly.
so
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 what that means,
yeah.
is that funds will become available on your account to manipulate with however you see fit, either on Tuesday or on Friday.
So
If the order gets there on Wednesday, money will be kind of in the processing stage until Friday.
okay.
If they get there on Monday, it
Okay.
will be till Tuesday, right?
So um does everybody on your team know about Zettle, Zettle?
No,
That's
no, I don't know.
PayPal.
What is
That's
that?
PayPal fulfillment, and they have a card reader that they give you for free. It's from PayPal. It's
Mm-hmm.
brand new, about 2 years old. I use it now
Mm-hmm.
because the prices are cheaper.
Yeah.
It's a PayPal fulfillment card that they use, a card reader, and so I'm using Zettle
Mm-hmm.
now, and I just wanted to be sure I could integrate my Zettle over the Stripe.
You can do better. You can do so. We have a full PayPal integration that you can have next to Stripe. So you can have that as an option as well.
Okay,
And that's for online payments. So somebody can just go up on your site
sure.
and they can select PayPal as an option.
Okay,
Zettle is good for like in-person shows and live shows where somebody would you
okay.
would
So it'll be
send you the
just the
card,
PayPal
right?
itself. Okay,
Yeah, so you can do the PayPal plus Stripe, and that kind of covers you for all various methods that somebody could purchase. Now, PayPal has a little bit different method in terms that funds get processed way faster than they do on Stripe, but they do require the the one paying to have a PayPal account.
no, I
That's
understand
their
that. Only
verification,
somebody's going to
right?
click on it if they have PayPal.
If they have PayPal,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
exactly.
why they're going to do it. Yeah,
Exactly,
you know.
exactly, exactly. So yeah, that's essentially how the process works, right? Now, it's completely up to you. Do you want to introduce that, we call it delayed vendor charge feature? You
Mm-hmm.
can do it up to 5 days,
Mm-hmm.
but again, that's kind of a double-edged sword because you're delaying the fulfillment process.
No, I
On the
understand.
end,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Well, we can
that's
also
kind of how.
have a, I mean, can't we put on our site, please allow 10 days for shipping or, you know?
That's already there. That's already
Okay.
there. That's
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
standard
yeah, yeah.
procedure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I'm done. Nice to meet you.
Awesome. Welcome aboard, Jeff. Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you. Yeah, it's going to be cool.
Awesome. Great questions.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Lower hand. And you're up next.
Hi, Marco.
Hi.
So my question is this: I was trying to figure out all the tax certificate stuff that you have
Mhm.
to uh, download so that when things are printed, the taxes I don't get taxed when things are being sent back and forth, correct? If I'm understanding that correctly, or why we
What do
have
you
to
mean
do these.
send back and forth? What do you mean send back and forth though?
For example, it said that since you guys are located in Texas and you have Nexus there, but if your vendors in California and somewhat, so it's like all this.
Oh, don't even get into that. No, that's if you get into that, that's like weeds that are this big and you will never get out. So don't even get there,
So
right?
I put all the forms and I'm just trying to download them so I
Uh-huh.
don't have to charge more on
Yeah.
markup. So I got all that done. But then when I go to the page that says tax exemptions, it does not populate with anything for me to download those tax forms. So am I supposed to do
Oh,
everything?
I know what that is. Oh, John, do you know what that is, man? Can you fix that real quick?
Let me take a look.
So you just gotta disconnect and reconnect the vendor. I think Angela's site got caught with that thing. You know what to do? You remember that?
Yeah. I'll
Yeah,
fix it
yeah,
right
we'll fix it for you, Angela. Don't worry. We'll fix it in a
Okay,
minute
thank
for you.
you. Thank
Just a little
you.
glitch. Just a little glitch.
I hate doing tax stuff. I just want to get done. So
Yeah, 100%. That's probably the most daunting task you could ever do, from filling those forms. A lot of people just bump up their markups. They don't care. They just like, I'm just gonna cover for that cost, 5% increase in markups, whatever, and they don't care, but yeah. So you definitely, since you got to that stage, you definitely understand how these things work on your end and what you gotta collect and what you gotta remit afterwards, right?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. I have Nexus where I live and I have all the tax
Mm-hmm.
numbers and everything, but it's just
Nice.
I want to get it done.
Nice. Awesome. We'll fix that for you, so you can upload the certificates. Yeah,
Okay.
John. So,
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
Angela, it's already fixed, so you can take a look to the tax
Okay.
There you go.
forms.
Okay. Thank you so much.
yeah, we'll have that approved for you today, or if they're all good, of course, but or send you feedback if something has to be changed.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Angela. Welcome aboard. I haven't seen you here before.
Thank you. Well, I've been kind of like watching old ones because my schedule's live. So.
Yeah, awesome. Welcome. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Dalzinia, you neglected us for the past few months. I get worried about you. You can unmute. Let's try that again.
Okay.
There you go. Hey,
It's not letting me. Oh, there it is. Okay.
there you go. You're good. You're good.
Crazy.
How you been?
So I think John just worked it out. They're going to send me an email and help me set up a walkthrough time for reconnecting my stuff because that's not my forte.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we'll do that for you. I
Yeah.
sent a video in the chat. It literally takes you 2 minutes to do. Like, it's just if you have your Facebook and Instagram
I
business
hear
pages
you.
set up, which you do, no problem. We'll get you.
I hear you. I'm also buying a washer and dryer today and trying to handle insurance on my car and house. So
Okay, we got you.
okay. I love y'all. Thank you.
We love you, Dalzinia. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for stopping by. All right, we have Sarah. Hey, Sarah. Sarah, you got it. There you go.
Okay. I have been trying to get my website going, and it's just there's been no progress to it at all. And I have built a website before, and at what point can I just say I'm tired of waiting on you guys, and can I do it myself?
I mean, you can do it yourself for sure, but let me just see why there's a delay. We don't want delay.
There should be 3 galleries. I've given him all the stuff. He's got one set up. The last time I looked at it, there's still a link to Twitter, but I don't have Twitter. There's not a link to to what is it? I'm blanking on the name. I want to
Instagram,
say Snapchat, but
Instagram, Facebook, Instagram.
Instagram, yeah. And that wasn't up, and so it's just I
Okay,
feel like it's hard.
I'll make sure that's done for you.
It's hard to try and boost people to connect when I can't connect them to a website that's not going.
Yep.
And then your marketing team keeps wanting to market it. It's like, why are you marketing it? Nobody can go to the site. It's ridiculous,
Yep.
and I'm just really frustrated. And also you always have these things that like. But while this has been going, I drove to the bus stop, picked the kid up from the bus stop, went up the mountain, let the dogs out of the car. I can't always multitask. It's very hard to. You don't have any school hour sessions while he's at school.
Yeah. So I mean, what we do with these sessions, we have multiple workshops during the day. So when you look at the calendar, they're at a specific time, but in reality, they go like 2.5 hours. So if you hop on at any time, like you don't have to be here at the beginning. Like you can just hop
Okay.
on and ask your question and stuff like that. So we're on
Okay.
Zoom all day long, right? Somebody
Okay.
is, right? So
I-
and for sure with the website setup service, I'm gonna make sure that so you're working with Ken, right?
Yeah, and I don't have anything bad to say about Ken. It's just that it needs to get going now because I can't
Yep.
really move my Facebook anywhere, nor can I move my Instagram anywhere if they can't go to the
Yeah, it
site.
delays everything, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
delays everything. 100%. We'll fix that for you, Sarah. Don't worry. Are you available today?
Yeah.
All right, somebody will give you a call. Make sure that's done.
All right. Thank you.
Preferably Ken. Preferably Ken, but if we can, if he's busy, I'll have somebody else call.
I think
Just
part
to
of the
get stuff
problem
going.
is I already had my URL at SiteGround, and he doesn't know how to move it onto the site because you tell people
Okay.
to buy it at GoDaddy, but I already had it, so.
No, if you have it, that's fine. Whatever registrar, that should not be a problem. So that's Sarah Lloyd Trucks.
Truax, yeah. And
Truax. I
somebody else
butchered
at
that
some
name,
point
I'm so
had
sorry.
my actual name, and
Yep.
they're going to give it back to me. So at some point I'll have to move over to that one too.
Okay. Yeah, we can
Um,
fix that, no problem.
But they
Alright,
just
so
just
checking
emailed
the
me this morning
site.
to pick it back.
Okay. No problem. So I'll definitely have Ken follow up with you. Make sure that's all set up. If there is an issue with the domain, we have domain experts that will hop on a call to fix it. So that shouldn't really be a problem.
Okay, I just
Okay, we already informed them. You're good.
thank you.
Just be by your phone. He'll give you a call.
Okay, I'm just going to listen in because I'm learning stuff.
Awesome. Awesome. You're welcome to. All right, guys. Jennifer, you're up next. Hi.
Hi. I just signed up last week, so I actually have my setup
Welcome.
call, my first call in like 15 minutes, but I thought I'd hop in here to try to
Yeah.
learn a little bit. So my question has to do with preparing artwork files for reproduction. I saw you guys have a lot of like little tutorial type things on there about like how to photograph and all of that. But I'm at the point where I've already either scanned or photographed stuff from a while
Mhm.
ago, and it needs to be retouched and color corrected. And I've got a 2-year-old right now that I'm full time with, and balancing my business right now, so I just don't have the time to do all of it myself. So I don't know if you all like offer either like a resource or a service, or even someone at art storefronts that either does that for artists, or like how you support artists in getting the files prepared.
Right. So we do have a service with a photographer called Ted Morrison that can enhance the images. That can make sure that they're ready to be printed. I will have to check what's his availability for that because that should be done ASAP for you. So you're set up currently with MJ. That's your Mary Joy. She's your website setup agent. So on that call, you guys will talk about, essentially the focus of the call will be on the website. But if you mention to her the images and send her a few examples. She can forward them to me, and I can take a look and see. I'll check in with Ted or find out what's the best way how we can help you with this. Because first I gotta see how what the situation is, right? what
It's
retouching
like
we gotta do.
textured paper, like watercolor paper with the texture in it that like I didn't scan like in two directions at the time to like, take care of that. So like that's one, and then like super, super large files of larger scale artwork that the lighting was just a little off. Like one side's lighter and the other side's a little darker.
Right.
To correct that.
Yeah, in that case,
some things, but I want to leave it up to the professionals.
No, for sure. In that case, so we don't have like an in-house team that does image editing for a few reasons, right? Because things like these are really need to be done by a professional. So we kind of have an external service that of professional people that do this. So again, send over the images to me. I'll see what's Ted's availability, pull up some resources for you, and then I'll send you his pricing and send you some resources. You see whatever makes sense for you, and we'll take it from there.
Perfect. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Jennifer. Welcome on board. Yeah. There you go. You got Jeff, Jennifer. Let me just unmute you real quick. Where's Jeff?
Yeah.
Jeff just sent me a message. Jeff, I'm gonna unmute you as well.
Okay.
So Jeff just offered. Hey, Jeff.
Hi.
So Jeff just offered to help you with that, Jennifer. You can unmute, by the way, so you guys can.
I'm sorry. I keep
exchange
muting
contact.
myself back.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to hear me.
Hi, Jennifer. I can put my contact in your in the chat box, and then I can talk to Marco after hours, and we can find the going rate, whether it's per scan or by the hour.
Okay.
Yep.
And I can help you with that.
Thank you
I
so
teach
much.
Adobe for a living. I teach Adobe for a living.
Oh
So
my gosh.
so if we Dropbox the 10 images to me or 20 or 30, I can make them the right size and the 300 DPI and 2,000 pixels. I can help you with that.
Perfect. Thank you. And I reached out to my design school.
But that's what's cool about this. That's what's cool about this community. I'm just setting up too, Jennifer, and I'm just really enjoying the fact that the angels put us in here today because I freaking was busy and I was on my way out the door and I sat down and so if we all can win and we can all support each other and what I do can help you, I do that for a living also.
Oh, I love it. Thank you.
So I'll put it in the chat. I'll put my contact there.
Great. I'll take
Okay.
a look. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Jeff.
Sure.
That's awesome. You guys see, and this is the stuff that happens. This is kind of a small scale. You guys are all new and just kind of meeting the team and meeting each other. But Small Wins community is where you guys can talk shop with other artists. We've had people jump in to photograph painters' work because they're photographers and they know that stuff, right? So they're just helping them out. So in the Small Wins community, that's what mostly happens, like people helping each other out. Everybody's roughly in the same boat, especially people within the same kind of joining time. They're kind of in the same stage of their business, and they know how much it means to help somebody out at this stage. So there you go. That's beautiful. Love to see it, guys. Awesome stuff. There's Jeff just put his contact info in there. All right. I'm gonna try to say it, and I'm gonna say it wrong. I'm sorry. Carrie? Yeah, I said that wrong. I'm so sorry.
No, yeah, it's Carrie.
I said it right? Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
purely by accident.
All right. So yeah, I'm brand new. I just got set up. This is my first Zoom meeting other than the setup. I guess this is my third Zoom meeting ever. I've just never had to use Zoom in my personal life.
You'll get used to it.
Yeah. So the thing that I'm really looking forward to is the marketing, learning how to market. I didn't sign up for the co-pilot at first. I plan on maybe doing it later, but on purpose so that I can learn how to market. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
That's a very smart approach. So that's usually what we will encourage artists to do. So when you look at the list of the services that we offer, like in-house marketing agency, you guys can outsource stuff to us, right? You guys can say, okay, I want my social media growth to be done by you guys. But if you don't know what social media growth is, you're kind of just on a trust basis. I don't know what these guys are doing. I'm paying them to do it, right? Which is not the ideal scenario, right? What the ideal scenario is if you try to grow your own social media and you realize, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is what it looks like, this is what I gotta do. And another thing you guys will also see is that we have playbooks for all this stuff. Like step-by-step guides, instructions. You want to do it yourself, you can do it yourself. And we encourage you to do it yourself because down the line, all of this knowledge that you're accumulating, with these small little things, especially with marketing, even if it's the smallest, like resending to an opens for MailChimp or stuff like that, like it's just a small little thing, will kind of pay off later on when you're doing way more complex campaigns and when you're kind of tracking stuff on a different level. So, this is definitely what the correct path is. Learn how to do it yourself. Once you know what it does, and once you know what it does for you, save your time. You can then say, hey, okay, Copilot does this for me, does these things for me, right? Regular posting, he will run campaigns for me, he will run sales for me, and stuff like that. So, you okay, I don't have to worry about this. I can focus on this other thing over here, right?
Yeah, you mentioned MailChimp. I know that was part of my setup was signing up with that, and I don't know anything about that. I don't even understand what that is going to be used for, like maybe mass emails or something, but I don't even
Yeah,
know.
you're sending emails from it. You're sending mass emails, like newsletters, romance emails, sales announcements, promos announcements.
Where do those leads come from?
Oh, well, that's the question, right? So that's part of the audience building, right? And by the way, for everybody who doesn't know, a lead is an email on your list that has given you their consent to be emailed to, right? They want to be in your newsletter. They want to stay up to date with what you do. And they want to stay up to date with the newsletters and stuff like that. So that is a lead. Now you can break it down. You can say this is a cold lead, this is a warm lead, this is a hot lead. But that's the lesson for a different day, right? But in essence, audience building is an extremely complex topic. As you saw in the pie chart in the beginning, it's half of the story, right? Half of the job is audience building. If you break it down, you can break it down to social media audience, where you get followers, and website following, which are leads, right? Now, of course, leads are a little bit more advanced version of the followers because they're directly, they have done something to, oh, it just recognized my hand gesture. Wow. Did you guys see that?
Oh, yeah.
My thumbs up. Oh, there it works. Oh my goodness, it worked. Anyways, so a lead, if somebody gives you their consent to be emailed to by signing up to your newsletter, that is a very interested person. That is a person who really likes your art and likes you as an artist, right? Social media followers, you get a mixed bag of things, right? So that is kind of a tier one, would be get people to your social media where they can be exposed to your work and to yourself as an artist. And then get them over to the website through various different campaigns where they will sign up and become a lead, right? Now that this is not like black and white. People will buy stuff off of Instagram. You'll just post something, they go to the site and buy it without even signing up, right? So there's a gray area there. But if we could break it down, in any form of a structure, that would be it. So you do certain campaigns to bring people over to your social media, expose your art, expose yourself, the backstory, expose everything, following the strategies that are in place, and then moving on to the website through various different campaigns, through various different, for example, you will run a giveaway campaign where you're going to run a giveaway to people following you on Instagram, but they got to sign up for it, right? So that's one of the things, right? So definitely audience building, like I said, it's 50% of your business, right? It's something you will be doing for the next, as long as you're in business, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I was hoping to learn, like some magic, like how to build my Instagram,
Magic.
Facebook.
There's no magic.
So,
Whoever, guys, listen, let me just tell you something. Whoever tells you that they got a magic pill for this, that they can wave their wand and you will get 5,000 followers on Instagram is scamming you. There is only one right way to do this, and we got Robert coming up, and he knows this lesson very well. It's slow, but once you get it, you're cultivating a list of people that are good followers. You can get boss followers anytime you want, but what's the point of that? You will brag about, oh my god, 5,000 people are following me on Instagram. They're useless people, right? But if you cultivate 1,000 people that are interested in your art, this is something you can work with, right? And the strategy that we do here in ASF is helping you build a structured business, helping you build a sustainable business, right? Versus just hoping, okay, we're going to bring 5,000 people over and then hoping somebody buys on an impulse purchase, right? That's not sustainable. It can work, but it's not sustainable, right? This is foundations, this is pillars, this is, floor one, floor two, you're building it one step at a time. It's slower, but, we'll talk in
Yeah,
5 years, right?
I own a tour business in Hawaii, so I was hoping that what I
There you
would
go.
learn here would help there as well. And as a matter of fact, I just had my first sale yesterday.
There you go.
One of my repeat customers from my tour business that I've become friends with, and she bought my first print yesterday.
Beautiful, beautiful. There you
All
go.
right, well,
Is your site live though? Are you still in the website setup process?
yeah, the setup is good. The site is live, and yeah, I've already had one sale. So I just set up like this past week.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. That's awesome. That's how you start. That's how you
All
start.
right, thank you.
One step at a time, one sale at a time.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. Love this. Love to hear it, Gary.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, Rob.
Hey, Marco.
Hey, how are you, Rob?
Good. So, Carrie, congratulations on the first sale. Not everyone has that kind of success when they first start out, and it's a slow process, a grind to build the followers. But that's really the proven strategy and the system that has shown to work. So there's also like a mega thread in the Small Wins Facebook group for scams. And so that's oftentimes the kind of communication you get, people saying, hey, I really like your work and stuff like that. Would you like to grow your followers and join this group or send them money and do that. And
click on this link, yeah.
Yeah, those are oftentimes bots or essentially useless followers. So if you have 5,000 followers, but they're not buying your art, then they're not really all that much use to you. Then I put in the comments section regarding the meta issue and us being able to reconnect our social media. And if people have done that now during this meeting, there were also some Copilot posts that should have gone out this morning that you may
They will be recreated for you. Our team is recreating them. They will, of course. So you will get the quota. Yeah, the quota will be there. So you guys have paid for a Copilot on a certain plan, and that certain plan has a quota of posts that will be posted, and we'll make sure that that quota is met. So the posts are being recreated as we speak right now. Joe from Copilot team is doing it right now. So that's definitely they're not gonna go out yesterday, of course, but they're gonna go out today or tomorrow, as soon as the social media reconnection has been done. It's just one of those things, where. But do you know what happened? Are you aware of what happened?
Well, yeah, and I love how you said that Meta said it was a feature, not a bug. Well,
That's
feature...
literally what they said. No, and you can look it up. I mean, this is not just us that was infected. It was thousands of platforms, right? So what they do is they updated their authentication process for, it's a developer stuff, but authentication process for websites and platforms connected to them through API. And what happened essentially was they introduced one step that shouldn't be there. and they messed up the existing one. So instead of saying people reporting a bug, there's a huge thread because how you report bug to Facebook is there's like a forum. Remember those old forums?
Okay.
And then you open up a thread and you tag developers, and then everybody just chimes in. There was like 3,000 posts in there, you know, and they just shut it down and said this was intended behavior. But the thing is, they plan these things out. Like you can actually look at what their updates are going to be, and they do this on purpose to make it public so that platforms like us can adjust what we need to adjust.
Yeah.
So they did this completely unplanned, and it was just like, you know,
Ooh.
we thought it was a bug, we reported it, and we're like, okay, we're waiting for them to fix it, right? And then they're like, yeah, it's not a bug, it's a feature.
Well,
So, it's,
right. It's like,
yeah, it was not a fun 2 days, let me tell you that.
no,
Our storefronts.
your release process was not followed and
Nope.
stuff like that.
Yep.
I guess my question is that, before I ask that, so regarding the recreation of the Copilot, I manually posted 2 of the contents today. And so should I, and those
That's
automatically
fine.
turned
No,
off?
keep those. No, keep those posts as well. You can edit the posts though, add a different image or something, but more posts can never hurt you. You can
Right.
edit over post at this stage, right?
And that sort of leads into my question is that we're doing perpetual catalog promotion and
Yep.
sort of re-showing the images and stuff like that because you only reach a certain percentage of your followers for a given post. But it also, in terms of your whole Instagram or Facebook account, has a lot of duplication, a lot of redundancy, if you will, in terms of images. And so, what do you think about culling old posts as new ones with the same image come out?
100%. Do it.
Yeah.
100%. So just kind of resharing it.
Well, no, I mean, I sort of have images on my social media other than on my art storefronts store, and I sort of want people when they go to my site to not only see the promotions of the ASL images, but also further down in my profile would be my other images that I haven't sort of put up on my store, and so I want to keep that whole page, that whole thing they have to scroll through fairly, compact. They don't have to scroll through so much redundant material to see my extra stuff, if you will, at the bottom. And so I've kind of been culling the previous post from like a week or 2 back if the same image comes out today via Copilot. And so do you think that's a good kind of to sort of...
Well, not if the same image comes. I mean, if it was 2 weeks ago, then you don't need to worry about it. But if you want to reshare it today, and I mean, so make sure it's not in the same day, maybe, right?
Sure.
Even if it's in the same day, it's the same post, doesn't really matter, right? So if it was 2 weeks ago, 100% go for it. And what I want you to look at, and this is a good learning. I think Juan yesterday mentioned something similar to a different artist. If you go to any like Instagram profile of a creator that has kind of a following, let's say 3,000 plus, right?
Yes.
If you go through their feed, like you go to the bottom of their feed, you are bound to see repeat posts. Like if you really say, okay, I'm going to spend 10 minutes going through this person's feed, which not a lot of people do, right? But you will definitely see repeat posts. Same text, same everything, but like you said, it's posted to a different audience. You're growing your following. Even with the following you have, not everybody will see everything you post.
Yes.
Consistency gets you up there, right? Consistency tells Instagram, hey, Robert is active on Instagram. Let me push his post so more people see it. So they will definitely be seen before the post of an artist who just comes in on occasion, makes a post like once, twice a week, right? So 100%, I'm with you 100%. So reshare it all the time. Share something new. Share a piece that was never shared before. Right?
Oh,
You
yes.
wanna promote your entire catalog. right? Everything.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
so in terms of reels and other things, as I'm doing my photography, I might share just a quick iPhone image that I took
Yes.
or something like that. So that there is that, additional content, but then there also is, when you look at my whole feed, multiple examples of image XYZ. And so I just was going, well, okay, if someone comes to my, my site and they scroll down through that, they go, why is this person, showing 5 of this particular image or, 4 of that particular image? So I kind of wanted to keep them a little bit, fewer redundancy. But I'm also wondering in my mind if Meta might also in some way count that as a negative mark if you're taking down content. I don't know. Just a
No,
thought.
no, they don't
Okay.
care. No,
Yeah.
they don't care.
Yeah. So that was.
They
just
don't
kind
care at this moment. They might care in a month from now. I don't know. But at this moment, they don't.
Yes, they're kind of a black box in some way. So yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, I'm good.
Awesome. Good talking
Thank
to you,
you,
Rob.
Marco. Yeah.
Thank you. Hi, Jeff. You're up next.
Yeah, I have a question. How do you? I don't see any integration or excitement about QR codes.
Oh, they're embedded. They're hard coded into the site. So what you can do for every page, every product, if you go to the back end, you will have an image to get the QR code of this.
Okay,
This particular page.
yeah, because it'd be great to when I go to art shows, I just wear a lanyard with my
Must.
QR
It's a
code
must.
on it, and people go
It's a
right through
must.
there. Yeah.
Yes, it's a must.
Yeah.
You gotta do it.
And-
You do it.
And my other question is Instagram scammers. How do we protect ourselves or know or what's the? I heard yesterday in one of the ASF blogs that it's kind of a joke, you know.
Yeah, so few things you can do, right? Now scammers can get very sophisticated.
Right.
Just a heads up.
Right.
Some of them are a joke. Some of them are, Prince of Nigeria and found out you were his cousin and, whatever, right? So some of them are that level, but some of them are very sophisticated, right? Some of them will hack somebody else's page that you know, and they'll send you a message from it, right? So we've
Right.
seen that too. So there's just one common denominator that you need to look at, and once you know this, it makes things a lot easier. Never ever click on a link that somebody has sent you that you don't know explicitly what that link is for.
Right.
If somebody said, "Hey, can you just click on this link and help me out?" Don't do it. If the way they get you, nobody ever hacks anybody's Instagram. Let me just, say
Right,
that.
but they're phishing. They're phishing.
They're phishing, exactly. So when you click on the link, that site that link is part of gets all of your info, and they can get all info, right? Anything that's on your computer. So never ever click on any links, right? They get your password, they get your username, they get your access to your social media. That's, we have an article, How to Identify Instagram Scams.
Sure.
That we've kind of summarized all of our findings there.
Sure.
Plus, there is a scam megathread in Small Wins, where people who get scams screenshot them and put them in there for others to see. Because if you're getting something, chances of somebody else, another artist, getting it are very high, right? So nobody just targets you particularly.
I had a phone call
Because
last week from the Border Patrol, and they had an accent, and they said, "We're in Mexico." And they had my address and my bank account, and they said, "There's 30 pounds of cocaine with your address on it, Jeffrey, and there's $80,000 waiting for you." And I said, "Let me talk to your boss," and I got the boss, and he said, "Here's my number," and I went to the us.gov, and they gave me a number, and they had faked the us.gov thing, and it went right in there on us.gov, and they got me in for about 5 minutes, but I know better
Yeah.
to shut up.
It's not fun. It's
To
not
shut up.
fun.
But they said there's
Yeah.
cocaine waiting for you, and it was an amazing level how they got me, and I just couldn't believe it. And then my girlfriend, she's 70 years old, I'm 65. She got a call, and somebody said, "Get an Apple Card and give me $500." She lost her $500. She didn't call me or stop that, and so it's just. I wish they would say this on the local news at night on TV.
Yeah, me too. So we've had
Thank
an
you.
artist call PayPal support recently. They called PayPal support. They needed PayPal withheld their funds. Something happened there, and they called our support to release it. And they Googled PayPal support number, and they found a number that's not PayPal support, right? And so they called this guy, and this guy goes like a support person. He's like, "Okay, no problem. Just give me your username and password of your PayPal account. Let me in." And they fell for it, right? It was not a big amount. It was like $200 or something. But yeah, I mean, it was, just one of those things.
We
Don't
have to
ever-
have a community and a share to be
Yes,
careful.
100%.
Okay.
100%. So that's why we do that scams mega thread. Anytime you guys need help with something, anytime you guys, something happens, even if it's not ASF related, something with your payment processors, something with, whatever business related happens that you can smell a scam on, always reach out to our team. We'll verify it, we'll double check it. We got ways of checking that. So don't ever, if something smells like a scam, usually it is, you can always reach out to us, send us an email, call us, whatever. We'll make sure to check it and just
Be
make sure
careful,
that,
right? Be careful.
Be careful. Be careful.
And QR codes
It's a lot of
are
world out there.
QR codes are available, right?
Yeah, we're gonna send you an article.
Okay.
For it, how to get them. Yeah.
Great. Okay.
This is every
Thanks.
single page at the very bottom in the back.
I look forward to
Yeah.
getting going. I'm working on it right now. I'm populating.
Awesome.
I'm working with
Awesome.
Asja, with a lady named
Oh,
Asja.
Asya is great.
Yeah,
Asya.
Asya
That's
is super nice.
Yep.
She's just like the most sweetest person, and so she's in Siberia.
And she's in Serbia.
And Serbia, yeah, in Serbia.
Yeah.
Same for me, same difference. Okay.
Yeah, just the different side of the planet.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go now. Thank you, everybody. Cheers. Cheers. See you again. All right, Marco.
All right, guys.
Okay.